What if taking care of yourself actually helped you show up better for everyone else? I'm Janet Jacks, Coach Janet J, and this is your next best step. This podcast is about real doable shifts that help you breathe easier and move forward one step at a time. If you've been carrying the weight of too much for too long and waiting for things to calm down before you start caring for yourself, this is your sign. The time is now. Let's begin where you are. You were made for more than just surviving. Good Christian women don't have needs, right? We serve, we give, we pour out. Taking care of ourselves? That's selfish. Raise your hand if you have ever felt guilty for taking 20 minutes alone, saying no to a request, going to bed with dishes in the sink, spending money on yourself, choosing rest over productivity. If your hand is up, you are not alone. You're also operating under a lie that's destroying your health and ironically making you less available to the people you love. Last week, we talked about building sustainable practices, breaking all or nothing thinking, managing energy, and creating your morning anchor. This week, we go deeper into the mindset shifts that make those practices possible, and it starts with permission. There's this idea, especially in Christian women's culture, that godliness means self-sacrifice to the point of self-destruction. We wear exhaustion like a badge of honor. We compete over who's busier, who's doing more, who needs less sleep. We call it servant leadership or dying to self. Here's what we miss. Jesus withdrew to pray. He said no to people's demands. He rested. He ate. He made space for friendship and joy. The disciples even tried to interrupt his rest once, and he basically said, "Not now. I need this." Check out Mark 1:35-37. If Jesus, who was literally perfect and had the most important mission in human history, prioritized rest and solitude, maybe we can too. Here's the reframe that changed everything for me. Taking care of yourself isn't selfish. It's stewardship. You've been entrusted with this one body, one mind, one spirit, one life, and you'll be held accountable for how you cared for it, not how much you sacrificed it, not how thoroughly you depleted it, how well you cared for it. Think about it this way. If I loaned you my car to borrow for a year and you returned it with no oil changes, bald tires, an empty gas tank, and trash piled in the back seat, I wouldn't think, wow, what a servant. I'd think, what happened? Why didn't you take care of it? Your body, mind, and spirit are infinitely more valuable than a car. And unlike a car, you can't trade them in when they break down. You've heard on every flight, put on your own oxygen mask first before helping others. Not because you're selfish, because if you pass out, you can't help anyone. I see women all the time who are so depleted, they can barely function. They feel guilty taking 30 minutes for a walk, running on fumes, snapping at their families, forgetting things, getting sick constantly. And then they still say yes to one more thing. You're not helping anyone from that place. You're just surviving, and barely. Here's what I want you to hear. Remember back in episode 2, when we talked about micro habits, how tiny actions prove to yourself who you're becoming. This is the same principle, but for permission. So here's your permission slip. Actually, let's make it physical. Put your hand on your heart right now. Feel it beating. That heart has beaten billions of times without you thinking about it. Your body has carried you through every single moment of your life. Take a breath and say this out loud. I give myself permission to care for this body, this mind, this spirit, not because I'm selfish, but because I have been trusted with this life. Say it again if you need to. Let your body hear it. When you pair touch with your statement, it helps your nervous system encode the new message. This week, I want you to do one selfish thing without apologizing or explaining. Take a bath. Go for a walk alone. Say no to a request. Order takeout instead of cooking. Go to bed early. Spend 15 minutes doing absolutely nothing. And here's the important part. Notice the guilt that comes up. Don't fight it. Just notice it. There's that voice again saying this is selfish. Then remind yourself, stewardship is not selfishness. The Your Next Best Step community is launching on Facebook in mid-November. We'll make sure to have a thread where we share our permission slips, the things we're giving ourselves permission to do without guilt. I can't wait to celebrate these wins with you and cheer you on. Wednesday, we're looking at quick wins, changes that show results in 24 hours. And Friday, we're addressing the comparison trap that steals your joy. All right, you've got your next step. Small, doable, and real. If this inspired you, make sure to grab your free 5-minute daily reset at yournextbeststep.com. It's my gift to help you pause the chaos and reconnect with what matters most. Be sure to subscribe. And if someone came to mind while you listened, please share this with them. Remember, you are seen, you are known, and you matter. Be kind to yourself along the way. You are making real change, one step at a time.